Welcome to GMMORE.
Random, disturbing, fact. Prepare to be disturbed by a fact that's random. It's rare, but dogs and cats can be allergic to humans, just like we can be allergic to them. I actually already knew that because Barbara was having eye problems and I was having eye problems. And then I went to my doctor and they said, you might be allergic to dogs. Turns out I'm not.
And she went to?
She went to her doctor and then they said, you know, dogs can be allergic to humans. She might be allergic to you guys. And I was like, well, that can't be.
Did it shake you to your core?
But we didn't follow up on it. So she actually might be allergic to us.
Once you found out it wasn't your problem, you kind of gave up on it?
I was like, wait, what am I gonna leave the house?
or let Barbara run away, man. Josh, come on in. We're gonna try this amazing dish that Josh is gonna tell us all about. It's ice cream in nature. It's from another place. Where is it?
So this is from Shibuya, Japan. It's called Shibuya Honey Toast. Although the format has kind of been replicated in a couple different Southeast Asian countries. I used to get it at the Korean coffee shop, Cafe Bene in Koreatown.
Cafe Bene?
Cafe Bene. I saw Tony Hawk there once, and then I tweeted, I can't tell if I saw Tony Hawk or if it was just a white guy. And then he responded to me, it was both. And so,
really?
Yeah, that's my story.
Hawk.
I'm gonna leave.
He's a cool guy. Follow him on Twitter.
He likes Korean coffee shops too.
He tells good stories.
He does. And a lot like that.
Like that, yeah.
So I felt great.
So you kind of played into it.
I didn't know that he had those stories though.
Oh,
I was literally.
You're just mean.
Yeah, no. He looks like a white guy. Like, I mean, come on.
When did this happen?
This is maybe like 2 years ago.
Oh.
Yeah, there's been some time to heal.
Is this a whole loaf of bread?
Yes, it is.
You mean these together form one?
Yeah.
We could kind of
and then you kind of hollow it out and then
we could put it back together and make a loaf.
There's no reason to do that.
I wanna.
Well, I could give you a reason. I don't know. It'd be kind of be cool to like put the.
But that
loaves
ruins
back
the
together.
prettiness on the top that I'm about to consume.
We've already seen that.
Yeah,
I have this thing where I really like destroying the food that I create.
If you want to eat it down,
So you're with me.
Yeah.
hold on, let's eat it down to a flat and then put it together.
It's compromise.
Yeah.
That's the spirit, Rhett.
Well, I made 2, but can I share with?
Sure.
Yeah,
Is
he's
that- I don't
got
wanna-
herpes.
Share with him.
Yeah, no, I'll go link. That's where he and I bond.
I mean, is the bread just basically?
Bread?
So
It's basically, before you get to that, it's just a nice, tasteful ice cream dish.
Hold
it sure
on.
is.
It's got peanut butter flavor in it.
No, they're crushed peanuts on top. This is just normal vanilla ice cream.
Oh.
So you've toasted this.
But it's cool because you can use it as a canvas for like literally anything.
So we can, yeah, it's fun. You know, it's like
It's so fun.
It's like a bread bowl. Now I'm gonna leave some of this for glue purposes.
I think all of our mores should just be bread bowl based. I think we should take whatever we've done in the main episode and turn that into a bread bowl. Not even for the food episodes, but like, you know, like cheese wheels on a car. That should have just been bread bowls on a car.
This isn't the same
Think that
loaf.
would worked?
This isn't the same loaf.
Yeah.
It is the same loaf. I had to trim. I wanted them to be symmetrical, and they weren't, so I had to trim it a little bit.
So there's really a gap that.
Yeah.
What did you eat it?
Me?
Yeah.
Did you eat
no.
the bread?
No. I just left it kind of.
Well, this is fun.
Yeah, you know what? I thought it was gonna be a lot more satisfying when we talked about it. Because the problem is we ate it down. We compromised with it.
Now it's just a loaf.
We compromised with Rhett.
It was only gonna be fun if we could have smashed it.
We let him put it together,
I
and
hate this.
he undersold it.
Do you know the other thing that was wrong-headed about wanting to do that is that we didn't get to do what you're supposed to do, which is enjoy the
We can
bread.
still
with the ice
do
cream.
that.
I'm doing it. I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed.
And Rhett, right? That's my spoon. You use my spoon.
Uh-oh. Someone's got to go to urgent care.
What?
There's the herpes thing. I know you have type B, type 2.
Well, either way,
So
they can't do anything for you.
I still feel better.
Yeah, it's too late.
Yeah, I mean,
Too late.
once you got it, it's in your bloodstream forever.
Well.
You can mitigate it with pills.
Yeah? Can we share some of those?
Yeah.
Thank you.
That's really good.
And you don't have to have an outbreak in order to spread it.
Yeah. I love that you've kind of become a champion, you know, of people with herpes.
98% of the population has it.
Yeah. Have you ever gotten like a
Hold on, how many? What?
I said 98.
It's not 98.
Yeah, I made that up.
I just said yeah and agreed.
The bread is nice.
Yeah.
Is it cinnamon bread?
No.
Because I maybe that's a good idea.
A Japanese
that would throw it off.
shokupan or milk bread, but it's really similar to just like a good white bread.
It's so good.
Yeah.
It's crispy on the outside,
I'm not a big fan
flaky on the inside.
of well, you know what? I'll say it a different way. I actually don't know what's the magic of the bread ball for a soup.
Sorry, what was that percentage on the herpes again?
You said 98.
I said 98.
By 98, did you mean 67?
60, the majority.
Majority. Yeah. You're weird if you don't have herpes.
67 and 98 are both the majority. So I was just making a point.
We've talked about this on the show before.
2/3.
But not in your presence. So I want to get your opinion on this. Clearly,
Look at that, kids.
there are some parts of the world that are more adventurous in their food. With Southeast Asia probably being the pinnacle of experimentation when it comes to culinary arts.
I would say you're framing it wrong though. Because imagine you've never heard of cheese and someone said, hey, so they take juice of a cow and then they let it ferment in hundreds of different styles. Like if you went to a Japanese market, you saw a bunch of different things of miso, you'd be like, wow, that's crazy. But we have thousands of different fermented, coagulated milk juice. Like that's crazy to me.
Right, okay.
So like you might look from a different perspective and say like, wow, like American French, they're so adventurous because they're just being all willy-nilly with milk.
You think that it's
That's
foreign?
3 times. That's your limit.
Sorry.
You-
Teat milk.
You think it's foreign to, literally foreign to us.
That's all I can think about. When you
And
say it,
that's
that's all
why
I
I
think
say
about.
that?
Yeah, I think there's a lot of things.
They would say, oh, our stuff is not that crazy. Go to America. That's where it's really crazy.
Oh, 100%. That's why so many of their like fast food items are like the Big America Burger. It's wild. They're putting bacon and coagulated teat
you know what?
milk sheets on.
Okay. Is David in
Thank you.
here? Okay, David grew up in Indonesia, which is a place that I would think is super experimental for food. Do you think that what Josh is saying is accurate? What is your perception of American food?
I agree with Josh.
Boom.
It's like a cultural, area type thing. What's
You
normal in
think
one area is not
we're
normal in
extreme?
another.
We're on the cutting edge of food art, food expression. You were shocked. You were shocked. You were shocked like going into a museum.
You saw like a hot dog and you were like, what do they think of next?
Well, not really, because like American food is so popularized.
Yeah,
in
he knew what a
Indonesia,
freaking hot dog
McDonald's.
was. Not being insulting. So what is this? You knew you were aware of these things.
But you didn't think, oh, I'm coming to America where the food is boring. Because that's what I thought you would have
He's
thought.
thinking hard. Give him a minute. He's thinking.
I think
He
American
wants to be-
food are like fatty.
Well, think about what a hot
Fast
dog is,
food and
though.
stuff.
Well,
If you call it hot dog, emulsified pork byproducts shoved into its own intestines and then boiled and sold for $1, that's crazy. I'd look at
pretty
American
creative.
food.
But what David is saying is that his experience was the first thing he thought of that was different was not that it was edgy or artistic, it was that it was fatty. That rings true to
so
me.
we can take pride in that. Is that what you're saying?
So it doesn't seem like you're agreeing with Josh. When
Come
you get
to
into the
America.
nuts and
David,
bolts.
just agree with me.
Come to America, home of the fatty.
Yeah, I think that's what's happening. So to me, I don't know where I land.
But you also got to think that American culture has been spread across the world more than, say, Chinese culture. You know, with Hollywood movies, you guys, you know,
Yeah. It's
you're
really all about,
responsible for it.
spit
You're
on the desk.
really all about us.
To be fair, I probably haven't tried a lot of like state-specific American food. Like I tried cornbread here in the show for the first time.
Okay.
What'd you think?
It was pretty good.
Yeah, it's
Did you
just
think
okay.
it was creative?
No,
Right. See, that's your point, right?
That's my point.
That's your point.
David,
that's
are
not
you
your
saying
point.
we
He's
need
not
to send
agreeing
you,
with you.
Are you saying
He
we
said
need
he
to
was.
send you across
He said he
America
was,
to
but he's
different
not.
states and try different foods?
I'd be down for that.
I want that to happen.
there's
It's like
an
the Guy
idea.
Fieri show.
But you have to be on foot, and you're like Forrest Gump. Will you do it on foot?
No, that's far.
What roller skates?
All right.
A bike. David on a bike.
What's
That's
your
the name of the
favorite?
show.
What's your favorite mode of transportation, David?
Probably one of those like scooters that's been popping out around.
All right. Well, then okay. You're gonna travel the country on a scooter?
I mean, that'll be fun, right?
It's called Scooter Foods with David.
Please tweet at a scooter company, and if we get a big enough sponsorship, we will send David across the country on a scooter.
He's got to get to Hawaii too, though. Figure it out, David.
Do mopeds count?
Yeah.
I think we need to decide everything. I don't want to have to come back to this later.
If a moped company, which I would call you mean like a motorized scooter? Well, I guess it's the same thing. A scooter you sit on versus a scooter you stand on.
I don't know the difference.
We take all scooters.
Moped you sit, GoPed you stand.
Moped,
what?
GoPeds.
A GoPed?
There's like a motel is short, a hotel's tall, a moped you sit, a GoPed you stand.
You're talking about a scooter?
GoPed.
You're calling a scooter a GoPed?
You guys want to call them GoPeds?
You just made that up.
No, I wanted a GoPed for Christmas. I never got one.
Hold on.
Yeah, because you were asking for the wrong thing.
That's like calling a bear a hairy human.
Yeah, hair hues.
Exactly like that.
Call them hair hues.
It's a scooter.
GoPed.
A GoPed.
So you're not gonna get me a GoPed.
It's like
for Christmas.
it's like calling a transformer a GoBot.
Hey, we'll even take a car company.
Better name.
Any auto company.
Yeah.
Anybody. Any form of transportation.
What about ultralight?
Helicopters.
Submarine.
Submarine.
Let's put Dave in a submarine.
I want Elon Musk just
What are you calling
dig
it?
Dave in a tunnel.
Submarine.
Yeah, I'm not for
Submarine.
Tesla.
Okay, Tesla is the sponsor
You want a
of
Tesla?
Brought to you by SpaceX. We put Dave in a rocket ship to get to Phoenix.
They land like that. He'll be
Yeah, he
fine.
lands right next to the restaurant.
David pops out of the hatch.
It's the most expensive web series
Goes and
ever.
gets that. He gets that fatty. Then he gets back in his rocket and he goes to the next town.
Finding the Fatty with David.
Finding the fatty via rocket with David.
Sponsored by Tesla. I think, hey, Elon, call us.
In honor of Rhett's birthday, eat some beans, grab some wood, and take up to 30% off of his favorite merchandise at mythical.com.